also brings up his mother. He also brings up his mother. In so many words, it also says when you, he's going to break down in here, he's going to break down Hades up in here. And when he breaks down Hades, it's going to be just the same as he's going to make the breakdown of Hades and Dionysus, and it's going to be the same, which is also Osiris. He's also going to break down a section in here called on black. And he also says that mainly in white people's dreams, because they do have a residue of melanin, the villains that they see in their dreams, and they got it recorded from the Dark Ages on up, the villains that they mainly see in their dreams is black people. So therefore, when they wake up, when they come in contact with you, they automatically treat you like a villain, because subconsciously they've seen it also in their dreams, because it's haunting them. You see, because it's a psychological aspect. Now it's interesting because in the book, the guy Richard Cavendish, he put out the black arts that you can still get. But he put out another book in 1990, Black Arts in 71, which is 68. Then he put out a book in 1975 called The Powers of Evil. And in that particular book, he explains on the white boy throughout the Dark Ages, seeing the white boy throughout the Dark Ages, in his mind, the devil was always depicted as black people. You see, and they got several paintings of the black man being the devil. Even when you go get the movie, if you go get the movie, Which We Are, if you understand what that shit really means. If you go get the movie Clash of the Titans, and you'll see that the enemy up in there is Calibus. If you look at Calibus real good, he got nappy hair. But in the book, he's explained how the white boy, throughout all his visions, when he thinks of his enemy or the devil or what frightens him, it's only what frightens him. His visions always became the black man. He talked about the hideous Ethiopian and all this particular stuff. When he saw these devils from far, when they got up on him, they were black people, and it was just as terrifying. Yeah, yeah. And so they see these particular black people in his book, and I think this is what got the book banned to the point where they don't print it no more. They just tell him, you know, sometimes these book companies will say, here's $2 million. That's what you would have made if the book would have in 35 years of it selling. Here's $2 million. Take it out of circulation. So when you don't see books ever again, and he could make this money, that's because somebody then came in and paid him money to take the book out of circulation. So, but on the second page, when he gives the conclusion of why all these white people throughout history see black people in their dreams as well as being the devil or as equated to monsters, he also says that it has something to do with the alchemical process of the white mind, and basically, in so many words, it has something to do with the pineal shit is atrophied or whatever. Or being calcified. But even, you know, what's the thing talks about that when they tap into certain aspects of their own being, they start hearing voices and call it the devil. And obviously Richard King, who mentioned that in several of his lectures, when he was studying all that stuff on the pineal glands in these mostly on the collegiate library shelves, he must have was getting out a lot. Based on the case studies when they give all this stuff. He must have was getting that a lot. Because also there's a book called Liquid Dreams of Vampires that's out. And basically it's a psychological book on all these white people that always dream of Dracula. You see them, they always dream of Dracula. And they studied this thing in vampire studies that there's thousands of them that identify with Dracula and all this, but because they've been getting it from their dreams within so many words. What they don't say in the book, when you put two and two together, the book Liquid Dreams of Vampires, what they don't say is basically they're dreaming of the same black people that come out as Dracula too. Because, you know, he wears the black cape and all this kind of thing here and all, you know, and he's hell with the damn women and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like a sensuous black man or whatever the deal is, you know, and stuff, you know. like Rudy Ray Moore says, the sensuous black man and the most fuckingest motherfucker on the earth. But my point is we're dealing with psychology here, so y'all gotta grow up now. Basically, that's the whole thing that they're dealing with also too. Ultimately too. But it's interesting. Remember I was telling you that I don't know if I told you, but sometimes I say things in lectures and it just come. And I was saying that basically that the reason why these white women like the black man, because there's a couple of rhythms that the white boy don't hit, although it's natural to us. It's just sex to us. To them, it's the ultimate experience, and it's also probably the same way with the black woman when it comes to the white man. There's certain rhythms that they can't hit, that when they get there in pure ecstasy. And that's why the white girl is going after this black man, also because the white boy, little PB don't work no more. But he got the Viagra and shit, but still, yeah, why do that with the Viagra man when they can get the damn super stud? But it's certain, it might just be something slightly that they just cannot do that's almost on a metaphysical level in sex that they can feel, which with you is just regular sex. But to them, you understand what I'm saying? It's something this the ultimate experience, and so the white girl is going after that. Well, it's interesting because the boy in Indianapolis, he deals with a lot of my tapes, and he goes up and he asks white people curious questions as like he's ignorant, So this girl would go with this white guy, this black guy, and he was like, well, what is it about this black guy and all? And the girl said, it's a difference in the rhythm or the way they screw compared to the white boys. So she validated the same thing. You see, she validated the same thing. So this book deals with a lot of that, dreams in the underworld. And so much, because also the underworld is also symbolic of melanin. That's what it is. Now, dreams in the underworld, because also Richard King also talked about that the underworld, that melanin is always connected with dreams.